Hey Virgo, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing. This is going to be your general reading for February 2023. Let's see. You're working really hard at your abundance. This is just going to be some pre-messages, and then we're going to get into our Celtic cross. So, things have been difficult, and you're working a lot. So you have my bad. Let me show you. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles and the the Knight of Pentacles. And then over here, you have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And you have the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. There's some other stuff in between, but the 2 of Wands are showing. So I feel like you're working really hard right now. There's some sort of disappointment that you're just dealing with. You're struggling through. For some of you, like, you really want to, like, you want to be upset about a situation, but you're like sad more than anything. There's something you held on to. You were hoping to be chosen in something, and internally it causes you like a lot of conflict, but externally it just looks like you're sad. I feel like you've been working on your confidence and being like really proud of where, like, it's that energy of accepting where you're at, being where you're at, appreciating where you're at, being confident in yourself. But definitely, like, these struggles and things that you went through, they helped you to get to where you're at. Like, I feel like right now you're confident, you have opportunities, you're starting to like reap your rewards. I feel like there was definitely a lot of arguing and fighting that you had to go through. Like, this could be like fighting with other people. It doesn't necessarily mean physically. For some of you, maybe. But I feel like there was like a lot of conflict within yourself and those around you at one point in time. And you were just disappointed where your life was going. I felt like by you like taking your confidence back and standing in your power, it led to some sort of victory for you. Like, you're happy now. I feel like currently where you're at, you feel good, you feel stable and solid. And you're holding on to like those energies of choosing a path for yourself in some way, shape, or form. There's a victory for you because you chose to hold on to yourself. Because you chose yourself, there's a victory. That's cool. You have the Hermit, the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you went on some sort of like internal journey to like bring balance to the things that you're having emotional conflict with. I feel like you were given some choices that turned out to be like, what do they call it? Like deceptive. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be deceptive. You had a lot of options. I feel like when you made your choice, I feel like you chose kind of like your choice disappointed you. Probably more than once, actually. And I'm getting that energy like my picker's broken. You might feel like your picker's broken. I feel like you've brought in a lot of healing, like spiritual healing, spiritual energy. I feel like you're standing in your power now. You went on an internal, like all the things that you went through, these arguments and conflicts within yourself and others, and these false promises, these false options. I feel like that kind of like, it was very disappointing. And I felt like it might have happened for a long period of time for some of you. But I felt like ultimately you've been led to a victory. Like, as long and as hard as that experience was, that drama was, that whatever it was for you, for some of you, it could have went on for a long period of time, since childhood. Some of the traumas that you're healing right now have gone on through since childhood. I can't speak. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. But I feel like you've definitely learned a lot from these experiences. Oh my God. I tell you. All these moments where you had to just sit within yourself and feel that feeling of disappointment, feel that feeling of confusion, sit there and not know what you're doing, not know if you're choosing the right option. I felt like ultimately now you just kind of want to be alone. I feel like you're tired of all the BS. You don't want to have no like obstacles. I feel like everything that's been like you want to bring loving and like kind of energy to a situation. I feel like you have like something telling you that like how you keep choosing is not going to work out. Like this isn't going to work. Not that what you're wanting. I just feel like you might have invested you might have invested in a connection or person, place, or thing, whatever it is for you. But I feel like it's been more trouble than it's worth. I feel like it's very confusing. I feel like you need more information. You need more details. You wasn't getting what you were needing, so you chose to just go be by yourself and figure out your own plan. Get to know yourself better. Figure out your destiny and what's right for you. Sorry, guys, I'm not feeling well, so I'm sounding a little whatever, and I gotta keep clearing my throat. Let me clear my throat. I don't know if those guys who don't know those songs. Those are for the older generation, I guess. That's crazy. So I felt like something is like you're tired of dealing with something. Like you do it because you care about it, but you're wondering if it has to be so hard. I feel like there's something within you that even though you've learned a lot from this experience, whatever it was for you, you wonder like, did it have to be that hard? But I feel like you're headed towards your abundance because of like whatever you've said. You've made a realization with yourself with the King of Swords right here. And you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you made some sort of realization that that wasn't acceptable. That wasn't how you were wanting to live your life. And you made some sort of transition. And that's leading you towards stability and abundance. That's awesome, Virgo. Yeah. Let's keep it moving and see what else Spirit wants to talk about. Be sure to check out, there's some sort of disappointment right here for you guys, some of you, whoever this resonates with. And again, guys, how you can know if something resonates or not is by telling yourself, my name is Crystal and my name is not Crystal. And see the feeling that you get when you lie to yourself versus being honest with yourself. And that'll let you know whether something resonates or not, whether you know it or not. So I felt like right now you're kind of like, you spend a lot of time in like La La Land. That's what my grandma used to call it, La La Land. I feel like you're daydreaming a lot. You're kind of like, I feel like you're manifesting what you're creating. So it's important that you're thinking positively. Like try to focus, like you spend a lot of time in your thoughts. I feel like at nighttime especially, but even throughout the day. And I feel like your thoughts are not healthy and positive. They're like heavy memories. So I feel like you're being advised to kind of clear out that energy. Make it like, try to be more positive with your thinking. Think about the things that have worked out for you instead of the things that haven't. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to try to help you clean out your energy. Okay, we're going to just clean out our little space right here. Inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. And then we're going to continue with our reading after we clean out our energy. All right, cool beans. Appreciate your time and patience. All right, 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so yeah. Again, I feel like it's that energy of like heavy thoughts all the time to you, the point you're not able to rest. I feel like it's in regards to something that you want to speak or have spoken, something you want done, in regards to something you have emotional attachment towards. I feel like you want somebody to reach out to you. There's somebody that you think about all the time and you miss them. Whether you will say that or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, whoever this message is for right here, you like, I feel like somebody wants to also apologize for something like a hard, like they hurt you really bad. And I feel like somebody observes that, but you don't give them the time of day, or they're concerned you won't give them a time of day. Sorry, I feel like I'm fumbling over my words, so I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Sorry, my freaking throat. Hold on, I'm gonna get a drink. Yeah, so make sure you guys are staying hydrated, especially if you feel like you're not gonna. Especially if you feel like you're getting sick. All right, Virgo. I'm going to see what this is. The 8 of Wands. Some of you might have some sort of communication or some sort of written documents, written communication. I feel like for some of you, you have the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Wands and the Ace of Swords under the 3 of Wands. For some of you, there's something you see as wish fulfillment, like in the back of your mind, the apple of your eye. There's some sort of wish fulfillment. There's something coming in. I feel like, and the Hierophant. I feel like you want to know something. You want, like, I feel like you want somebody to communicate with you. And you've been waiting for it and praying for it. And I feel like you're gonna get it for some of you. Yeah, you've been hurt and disappointed. That caused you to have like some sort of like a negative, what is it called? Like expectation towards a romantic connection. I feel like whoever hurt you in the past, but there's some sort of healing in regards to this. See, I feel like somebody wants to come in and like apologize to you. Like speak something to you for you to like mentally process it in regards to a hurt. I feel like you don't see love the way that is healthy. I feel like for whoever this resonates with, I feel like you have like what is it called? Like you're defensive towards like a love offer, like love, because you feel like you've been hurt too many times or too deeply, and you don't see love as being something that's available to you. But I feel like you've prayed and waited for some sort of like healing, some wish fulfillment or something. And I feel like that might be coming in for you. For some of you, it's going to be actually your thought process, the way that you think about things, people, this, whatever this is for you, the way that you think about things is going to change. Something is like underneath this one, but it doesn't want to come out right now. I feel like Spirit's advising you have the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. I feel like Spirit's advising you to like continue to like improve your thought process. I feel like you just need to be a little bit more patient with yourself, Virgo. But I feel like there's something that internally, mentally, you're growing something. And soon it's going to come to the surface. It's going to like be prosperous for you. It's going to help you build and create something. There's something like you're mentally like stimulating something to like create something. For some of you, I feel like there's like your intuition tells you something about a hurt that you've suffered, and you're very passionate about this information that your intuition tells you, but at the same time you don't see it coming in, so you doubt it and trust it at the same time. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's like it's funny to get these energies. You have the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands with the Moon. I feel like when it comes to like how love is for you and how you show up and how others show up for you, I feel like that creates confusing emotions for you. And you have the Queen of Wands in the reverse with the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're defensive. Like this energy, like you don't know how to approach you don't know how to approach connections. So, and like you don't know how to have the like a easy flow conversation to make sure that you get your needs met or your perspective understood. So I feel like your emotions start to become confusing for you, and you lose your confidence, but you're defensive. Like whatever this is, whatever this energy is that you come against, at the end of the day, you could be by yourself and be okay. Like you don't be upset by this. Like I feel like you don't understand. I want to hear some more. I want to know. I want to help you to understand, Virgo. I want to know what Spirit's advice is. Okay, when I picked up the deck, a few cards were left. And that was the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay. That's a lot of forward energy in regards to something you have an emotional investment or emotional tie towards. I feel like you have to make some sort of decision on how you want romantic relationships to be. You want things to be fair and balanced. I feel like you're trying to figure out what does your truth look like. All right. Advice for Virgo for the Seven of Wands with this Knight of Cups and King of Cups. Advice for Virgo. Sorry, I had to take off my fabric, and I haven't put one on yet, so the cards might be loud. So Issa, I'm so sorry. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, Virgo. I know sometimes things are a little crazy, and I hope you're doing good. You have the Page of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like there's some sort of information. There's something you know that you're not letting go of. Like your intuition might be telling you something, and you know this information to be true, even if it's not in existence yet. And you refuse to not believe. There's an element of it where you believe it, and then there's an element of it where you don't. Advice for Virgo with the Moon. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So we're just going to take this little pre-message as just whatever kind of advice. Take it how you want. Take it as it resonates. Don't force the messages. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So whatever it is that you invest your energy in, you're kind of defensive. Like you want to invest it wisely, basically. You don't want to invest in somebody who's deceptive or not investing back. You want to make sure that you're investing wisely into your future, the people, places, and things. And I feel like you're kind of defensive about where you are or have been investing your energy. I feel like you are passionate about opportunities that are coming your way. I feel like you're feeling very independent. But when it comes to love, I feel like there's this gap. For whoever this is for, your finances, your stability, they're pretty good. But when it comes to emotional stuff, there's a gap. It's a little uncomfortable for you, and that's okay. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So again, there's an opportunity you've been waiting for. You've been praying for it, and I feel like you just have to be patient a little bit longer. Something's coming in. It could be in regards to a love offer, love connection. Okay. Sorry. I just... Okay. Shoot. Okay, Virgo. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. We're going to do our cross. Virgo. February. We're not taking this, but I want to see. It's the Queen of Cups. So this speaks about being kind to yourself, being nurturing to yourself, following your intuition, going with the flow. Don't force your way. But be honest with yourself about how you feel, what you want. Listen to your intuition. Stand in your own authority. You don't need anybody else's approval. I feel like you're going to be working on clarity or clarifying your thoughts, feelings. Virgo. Okay. Virgo. I don't know why I always do that. Okay, you got another message. Hold on. So, there's, again, Three of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Fool card, and the Justice. So, I felt like there's some sort of opportunity. There's some sort of opportunity for you to, heal this disappointment that you have. I feel like things are going to come back into balance for you. And that's going to create new opportunities. You're going to feel like you're settled. You don't need other people. I feel like you're going to feel more stable and confident, more than you already do right now. This healing that you're going through, this hurt that you had experienced, that you kind of you're processing, but kind of not at the same time. I feel like there's going to be a change. There's going to be some sort of balance or fairness brought into that. You're working at creating something. You're reviewing things that you've been creating in regards to your home environment, your stability. And I feel like that's going to be creating new opportunities. I feel like you're manifesting something right now. Virgo's working on creating an opportunity. And it's something that you intentionally are working and manifesting towards right now. Okay. Right. Yeah, I need my cloth. For some reason. I hope you guys are all doing good. I'm not going to take no more. One. And the Queen of Cups again. The Page of Cups. The King of Cups. The Five of Swords. The Seven of Swords. Okay. So there's somebody that you had a connection with at one point in time. You want to communicate, or you want to have them communicate with you. I feel like you guys are... We're going to do this really quick. I'm a bit nosy right now. Ace of Pentacles, the Justice, the Two of Cups, the Fool, the Three of Wands, the Man of Swords, sorry, and the High Priestess. Okay, so I felt like whoever this is for, and what is that? I don't know. The Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, cool beans. Okay. Sorry, I gotta get this situated real quick. Okay, so for whoever this is resonating for, there's a connection that you find yourself constantly thinking about. You can't touch this person, but you and them are like spiritually like connected. You guys communicate on a mental level and you argue on a mental level as well. I feel like when this person's thinking about you, you could feel it. And likewise, when you're thinking about them, they can feel you. It causes a reaction. Like them thinking about you causes you to think about them. And when you think about them, it causes them to think about you. Even though like you guys, I feel like it's been a long time since you guys have been around each other or talked with each other. There's a lot of distance, but there hasn't been a separation of connection, of emotion. I feel like you find yourself always thinking about this person, place, or thing, person. I feel like you pray and you think, you send them good wishes. I feel like there's something in regards to the connection, though, that there's going to be some sort of like, it's going to be looked at differently. That, and take this as this resonates, guys. For some of you, if this is resonating with you, there's going to be an opportunity to have a new start by looking at things differently, whether that's you or them. And whatever that new start is, that doesn't mean that you guys are going to have like a new, like a restart romantically. You might just be friends, or just start, like decide like there's a need for a conversation or whatnot. But with the Ace of Pentacles here as well, I feel like it's going to lead to some sort of opportunity. You guys might work together, or working together. Like you might have like this mental energy, and then you guys like some way, shape, or form like work together. But I feel like Spirit's been setting things up for you guys to come back together behind the scenes. Or when you guys come back together spiritually. I don't know. That's getting like, this is very specific, and this is a general reading. So I'm gonna keep this part over here. We'll keep this moving. But I do want to see a little bit more about over here. Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, the Star, and the Eight of Cups. So you, like, again, you constantly think about this person. I feel like you guys definitely have some sort of spiritual connection. Yeah, you have the Ace of Wands, the Star, and the High Priestess. The Eight of Cups and the Lovers. Yeah, so somebody walked away from the connection. But I feel like they think about you all the time, but and that caused them to be like, what is it called? They had to they had to look at the illusion that they provided in the connection. I feel like somebody was forced to, and the hurt that it ended up causing. Somebody walked away from a connection that sorry guys. Somebody walked away from a connection that was intended for them. I feel like there's still like communication between the two of you guys, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but not physically. Sorry. So sorry. I feel like this like lack of communication between you guys, like no matter the hurt or disappointment, there's always going to be love there. But I feel like this yeah, no matter the hurt, the disappointment, there's always going to be love there. I feel like whether you end up with this person this lifetime or not, I feel like there's like you're always going to think about them in some way, shape, or form. I feel like you've released something though. You're in the process of releasing them. For those of you that resonates with. I feel like you try to mentally communicate with this person, and there's just times that you feel blocked. Or you want to communicate, but you feel blocked. Okay. Let's get into our cross. Virgo. I'm not going to take no more pre-messages. Virgo. Sorry, guys. I need to put my cloth back on. Like, no more pre-messages. Okay, we're going to start with this one. You currently have some sort of opportunity around you right now. There's some sort of new changes coming in for you. For Virgo, no pre-messages. Okay. So, this is freaking annoying me right now. Sorry, guys. Basically, I'm going to take these ones too for your current energy and your crossing energy. Let's see. What else? Cool beans. Interesting. So, in your current energy, you have the Fool, which came out first, just threw itself out. So I decided we're going to keep it. And then, sorry. And then also you have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like in your current energy, I feel like you're trying to like take forward movement in a loving way. Like I feel like there's a connection for sure that you're interested in, but you're trying to focus on yourself. You're trying to be mindful of what your boundaries are and what, like, I feel like you're making and developing healthy habits. And I feel like you're just trying to go with the flow. I feel like you might have a lot of people flirting with you, checking in on you, like seeing if you're single, if you don't wear a ring. I feel like you're just like going with the flow right now and enjoying your moment. The energy that's crossing you is the Two of Cups. So I feel like you're feeling a little bit more balanced in February. For some of you, there might be an offer that comes in February. Like if you're single right now, there's going to be an offer that presents itself in February. At a soul level, you have the Four of Swords. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Hello. My bad. There. Oops, sorry, my bad. So at a soul level, you have the Four of Swords. So I feel like you're healing. Again, like that came over a lot in the pre-messages. There's something that you kind of went through a big, not even more than, like I would say definitely more than once. There was something you had experienced that was very traumatic and hurtful. For some of you, it might have been embarrassing too. I felt like that it's like left its mark on you, whatever it is. And even if it's not something that people can actually physically see, I feel like it did something to you that can't be undone. But you've healed from it. And at a soul level, you've healed and you've grown and you've learned something from it. In your recent past, you had the Hierophant. So some of you might have learned something very deep, very strong. I feel like some of you might have gotten married or had like something in regards to like a higher level of commitment. You have the Lovers and your crowning energy. So I feel like you're thinking about somebody that you have an emotional investment in, emotional tie to. You might be trying to make a decision. You want somebody to make a decision for you. In your near future, you have the Six of Pentacles. Something is going to have more balance than what it did before. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords again. So this reading is definitely not going to be for everybody. And we're going to get a lot more on this because this is like, I feel like whoever this resonates with, you have a lot of questions. I feel like you're starting to feel more confident and proud about yourself. You're happy for something. Other people definitely see you as celebrating something and being joyful. But you're fearful of moving forward in something that you're passionate about. And the final outcome, the first card I can see is the Hermit. And that was in the pre-messages. So before we get into all this, I'm going to actually pull some clarifiers on some of your other cards right here. All right, for Virgo. All right, you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you've been healing something. There's something you're getting out of your thoughts, Virgo. Whatever this energy is for you, I feel like you're healing it. Some of you might be pulling away from an energy, and that's causing them to like pull back towards you. What else? Judgment and the Magician in the reverse with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, right? So, and this came out, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Hold on. So, sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. So, I feel like there was an opportunity one time that you're more than willing to work on it and invest in it. And I felt like for a long period of time, you were still willing to do so. But it got to the point where you trapped in your thoughts. You might have felt like you were the only one putting the energy and work towards something. And it wasn't fair and it wasn't balanced. So you quit putting the energy towards it. And I feel like that created new opportunities for you. I feel like you kind of realized what you didn't want. And so that led you to realize what you did want. And I feel like you're heading towards that sort of like, whatever you see your person being like, however you want the person, like, however you want to experience love, I feel like you're headed towards that. You might be actually experiencing that or elements of that right now. For some of you, you might have just gotten into a new connection and you feel very connected to this person. And I feel like it was after getting out of a difficult time. I feel like for some of you, you might not feel like your person worked, like they didn't put any energy and they didn't care. They didn't speak with you. They didn't think things through. And so you quit creating, you quit building. So again, you're having new opportunities. And I feel like this person, they are going to build with you. They're going to want to do things with you the way that you want to do things. They're going to want to have a happy experience with you. Like you want to have this communication. You want somebody to work at it with you, like to invest with you. And I feel like that's exactly what this person's going to come in and do. They want you to see that they're there to work with you. Especially after like becoming aware of this energy. I feel like for those of you that this is resonating for and you left a difficult relationship and you're now going into a relationship, I feel like it's going to be a lot more healthy than the one you previously experienced. At a soul level, you're healing. there's something definitely that you had experienced that was trauma for you. So you're healing from that. What is this Hierophant? So in your past, there was some of you might have been married at some point in time. You might still be married. But there's been somebody around you for a long period of time. I feel like this energy like is committed towards you, or you're committed towards it. The Lovers and the crowning energy. You're trying to find a way to balance how you think about love, how you see love, what your thoughts about love are. You want to have forward movement towards balance. You have the Chariot and the Six of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you're trying to have more balance in the way that you approach love, the way that you see love, the way that you handle love. Your near future, you have the Six of Pentacles. So that's came out a couple of times as well. And you have the Four of Wands to clarify that. So in regards to your stability and how you do things, that's going to be more balanced. The people in your environment are going to be more imbalanced. I feel like you're going to be more focused on what kind of environment and stability that you want. And that's going to cause your environment to get imbalanced. Let's see. You're very confident. Other people see you as something to celebrate. So what is there to celebrate for Virgo? You have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So some of you, somebody is happy you didn't walk away from something. There's a lack of passion. What the hell? And you're not holding on to something anymore. Okay, take this as this resonates. Somebody sees you as celebrating something because you didn't walk away after all from something that became like at one point in time you were emotionally invested and then you weren't, so you were going to walk away, but something of that changed. And then what is that again? And then you're not passionate, you're not accepting offers. You're not communicating out of passion. And you're not holding on to something too tight. You're kind of like going with the flow with things. I feel like you're being yourself and people are noticing that. And that they're like happy. You're happy that you're doing that and they're happy you're doing that. It's motivating them and inspiring them. What is this that you're concerned about, that you're passionate about? There's something that you have like a disappointment towards, an emotional disappointment towards, that you're fearing is going to take some sort of action towards you. Like, it didn't want you then, so don't want me now. The Three of Cups in the reverse. And the Four of Cups. Yeah. You didn't want me before then. You didn't see the value in me. So don't approach me now. Okay? Things are different. All right, let's get to this. So, oh shit. You have the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, upright, the Hanged Man, okay, the Four of Pentacles, and the Magician. Let's see what this is first, though. Right, so again, you were by yourself for a while. You left something because it was no longer emotionally satisfying for you. You learned a lesson that caused you to need to walk away from something because it was no longer emotionally satisfying for you. But there was a change in perspective. You started to see things differently. And then you realized there was something, like you couldn't let go of something. And you started to recreate something. Or in the process of not letting go of something, you were creating something. Then you have the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Emperor, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So there's something that you care about, someone you care about, that you're always going to care about, but they don't how you say, you're going to always care about this person, place, or thing. Person, I'm going to say it's a person. You're going to always care about this person. There's always going to be some sort of hope for them, for the best for them. But they are somebody who stands in their power. They stand in their pride. There's no reasoning and rationing with them. There's no changing things. So for your sanity, you have to just leave things alone and be defensive. Like, have your guard up towards the thought of the wish fulfillment for this. Whatever that is for you. There's some sort of change or abundance that you might be coming into because of this craziness that you've been experiencing. Yep. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So there's some sort of opportunity that's coming in very, 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 very slow. Annoyingly so. And then you have the Emperor in the reverse. Somebody is not standing in their power in a healthy way. Then you have the Devil, the Seven of Cups, the Empress, the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. And there's some more over here too. So there's toxicity tied up into like false illusions. I feel like you realized an opportunity was false. And you started to create something better, something more healthy. And somebody might have received that information and now they're trying to get away with something or get away from something. And then you might receive communication, but it's going to be like, you're not going to want to hear the communication. And somebody's going to, like, it might involve a truth or knowledge that you didn't know about before. Like somebody wants to provide an opportunity. I feel like somebody wants to apologize because you had to carry a burden for a long time. And you're going to learn about it. For some of you, you might have to, for some of you, you might be getting some sort of payout or payment because somebody did you unjustly. Somebody wasn't fair in a situation. Okay. Hi, Yvette. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's take a last messages for Virgo. Final messages for Virgo. One more shuffle. Sorry, one more. Virgo. You have self-care, number 2. You have 19, letting go. Energy shift, number 12, break down to a 3. 19 breaks down to 10, breaks down to a 1 or 0. I feel like, and then you have new beginnings, 21 breaks down to a 3. I feel like there's, for some of you, sorry. For some of you, you had to realize that you were better than sitting and waiting for somebody to come back around. You had to decide it was time to let go. And there was definitely some sort of energy shift. You're doing things differently now. You're thinking of somebody, a person, place, or thing differently now. And then Eternal South, number 23, breaks down to a 5. And Inspiration, also a 5. So at this bottom level, we have a 5 and a 5. It breaks down to a 10. 2 5s. That speaks of like difficult, combative energies. This would remind me of the Pentacles. This would remind me of the Cups. So I would say a Five of Pentacles and a Five of Cups, potentially. For some of you, when it comes to love and emotions, it's disappointing the way that it's done. You don't like the way that people behave and conduct themselves romantically and in relationships. But you're seeing your own value, and I feel like you're moving on and letting go of what is not comfortable for you, what doesn't sit right within your energies. You're releasing that. You're allowing new starts to come in. All right, Virgo, that has been your reading for February. I'm sending you lots of love and light always. Make sure you're kind to yourself and everyone else.